Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy New Year to you, and welcome to the very first episode of Leading in Life for 2023. We're not going to waste any time. Let's do this. So, while it is on the forefront of our mind, it is goal setting season, right? We have probably already made some New Year's resolutions or whatever it is that we want to call us. But I want to talk about this today because I want to give us a little bit different perspective and I want to challenge you to start to look at this in a very, very different way. So I want to pin a subject to this from goal setting to vision writing. Let me say it one more time so you can write it down. From goal setting to vision writing. So in this year, what I want to challenge you to do is to move yourself from simply writing goals to writing vision. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what I mean because you know that I'm about to go to the Bible, right? So Habakkuk chapter 2 says that we are to write the vision and make it plain so that those that read it can run with it. Okay, so at the end of that, we see that there's a purpose for writing down the vision because there are people that are going to need to grab hold of it. And then those are going to be the people that are going to help you execute on what that is, whether that's your family, whether that's your business, whether that's in your career, whether that's your team, if you're a team lead or a manager or supervisor, CEO, whatever the case is. It does not say write the New Year's resolution. It does not say write the goals. It says write the vision, which means vision is a very, very different thing. It is an entity. It is an animal all in and of itself. So I want to challenge us to start thinking more vision writing and less goal setting. Now, there is a place for goal setting. So we are not throwing that out. I am all about setting smart goals, things that are specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're relevant, and they're time bound. I'm all about that life. But I want us at the beginning of the year to start thinking about how we can begin to write the vision. Now, I'm going to share with you something that I wrote down just this morning when I started to really think about, okay, so really, what does the difference between goal setting and vision writing boil down to? And this is what I wrote. The difference between goal setting and vision writing boils down simply to how we dumb down goal setting to a to-do list. Let me say that again. How we dumb down goal setting simply to a to-do list. So oftentimes at the beginning of the year, we start writing down all these things that we want to get done in a year, and it just becomes another to-do list. There, we haven't considered our motivation. We haven't considered our why. We haven't considered the time investment. We haven't considered the resources that we need. We haven't considered the partnerships that we need. We haven't considered anything. We simply just wrote a list. And so we took our very well-intentioned goal-setting exercise and we simply dumbed it down to another to-do list. But we make this list not considering the connection to the things that we're doing and our motivation for why we're doing it. So that is, to me, the primary difference between goal setting and vision writing, because in vision writing, it is us engaging in a process that explores not just the what, which is what a to-do list is, but it also allows us to explore our why. It allows us to explore our when, and it allows us to explore our how. Vision is holistic and it considers the outcome of this thing happening, the thing that we wrote down. It considers the outcome of it. It considers the impact of it. So if it's a particular vision or goal that we have for our family, let's say, well, I want to spend, more one-on-one time, with my children. What is the intrinsic impact? And see, vision allows you to do that. So when you go into vision writing, you start to think about, okay, if I do this, then what? Whereas with goal setting, it stops at, I just want to spend more time with my kids. A great endeavor. However, I want you to dig deeper and I want you to explore this year. Okay, so what's going to be the impact on me when I do this? What's going to be the impact on my kids when I commit to doing this and I actually follow through? And what's going to be the impact on me if I don't follow through with what I said? And what's going to be the impact on them if I don't follow through on what I said? And if we'll start to think like that, I believe that we will start writing things very, very differently. See, your vision is got to be well balanced, right? It's like a well balanced diet. And I'm about to give you three things that you need to have on your vision plate, right? So if you follow me, then you've heard this word reset. So reset is my methodology for a lot of what I teach, people that I coach and train and mentor. And it is actually an acronym. It stands for Renew Your Vision, Eliminate Your Blocks, Simplify Your Actions, Embrace Your Changes, and Target Your Impact. And so that R around Renew Your Vision, when I teach workshops around reset, one of the things that I often discuss with groups are what I call the three types of vision. This is where I get this concept or this idea of a well-balanced vision diet, right? So there are three things. Number one, vision is aspirational. Number two, vision is inspirational. And number three, vision is motivational. Okay, so let's go deeper. So aspirational is all about the goal. It's all about the goal. So more than likely what's going to happen once you hit it, you're going to be on to the next thing. Okay? It's simply about task management, and it's simply about getting things done. Now, there's absolutely going to be some things on your list this year that you need to get done. I need to clean the garage out because I want to make space for some gym equipment and stuff like that. That's aspirational. You know, I ain't put a time on it. I didn't do anything to it. I'm just saying, you know, this is something that I want to do, right? This is something that I want to do. And once you accomplish that, it's very likely that you're going to be on to the next thing. So you're going to check the box and then you're going to go on. So there's absolutely a place for aspirational things. You know, these are going to be things that are a little bit more long term. These are going to be things that you're going to say, you know, hey, I would really, really like to do this. But you really haven't spent the time to investigate your motivation, to your time investment, the resources that you need. So let me talk to the business owners out there. Now, it's the beginning of the year. Some of you, it may be the beginning of your fiscal year. Some of you may actually be in the middle of the year. This is a good time to really think aspirationally, right? So what are those things? What are those benchmarks that I want to set that I can consider stretch goals? So stretch goals often fall into this aspirational category. The second thing is of this well-balanced vision diet is going to be inspirational goals. And so these inspirational goals are now things that provide life and direction for what you do day to day. They inspire you. These are the things that get you going. Now, I want you to think about something. The root word of inspiration is the word inspire. And when you inspire, it literally means to breathe life into things. And so these are things that you are maybe wanting to create. Maybe it's something that it doesn't exist now, but you know it will definitely help you going forward. So again, let me talk to my business owners. Let me talk to my ministry leaders. We are in a very different place when it comes to serving people in ministry. And because of that, you know, there are going to be some things that are going to be inspirational in nature. You know, hey, you know, if we can breathe life into this project or this program, it's going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's going to cause, you know, an increase in online attendance. It's going to cause an increase of in-person attendance. It's going to give people the opportunity to grow their faith in a different way. For my business people out there, listen, you know, these inspirational goals are going to be those things that allow you to improve processes. So when you step back and you look at how you do things in your operation and whatever your business is, you know, there are always areas that you can improve. You can always be more efficient. You can increase your productivity. You can increase employee engagement. There are all these things to do. And these are the things that drive you. They are where you draw your inspiration from. They are why you do what you do. But another part of doing that, so we got inspirational and we have aspirational, but then we also have motivation. Motivational provides you with the actual reason. So this is where you're going to write your why. Why is it that I want to do that? Why is it that that's important? Why is it that this is going to, I believe that this is going to have some kind of significant impact on what it is that I'm doing, whether I'm looking at goals for my family, whether I'm looking at goals for my finances, whether I'm looking at goals for my fitness, for my health and well-being, whether I'm looking at goals for my career, my business, my ministry, my church, whatever the case might be. When we think about writing the vision, I want you to think about writing them in this way: aspirational, inspirational, and motivational. So the first thing that I want you to do, put it all down on paper. Put it all down on paper. The first step to writing the vision is you actually have to write something. So I want you to put it all down on paper. I don't want you to worry about what it is, why it is, or anything like that, because we're going to come back and we're going to do that heavy lifting after we get it all written down. Then I want you to begin to go one by one, line by line, and consider, are they aspirational? Are they inspirational? And are they motivational? And then once you break them in to these three categories, for lack of a better word, what I want you to do is I want you to begin to look for similarities. Look for things that may cross over and things that you can combine. And what you're going to end up with is you're going to end up with a really good list, but you're going to end up with what I said earlier, a holistic vision. A holistic vision that now you can go back and you can say, okay, why are these things important? When do I want to get them done by? How am I going to get them done? What are the resources that I need? Are there partnerships? Is there new knowledge? Are there new skills that I need to gain? So I want you to go and shift your mindset from goal setting, i.e., just writing down a list of things, to really digging into and going deeper into the things that you write. That's why we want to shift from goal setting to vision writing.